Today is day 2 in hurricane prep, and this morning I looked at my weather site online, and their forecast for Sunday wind speeds are 119 miles per hour. That's 25 miles per hour stronger than their projections for Sunday, yesterday's projections for Sunday. 25 miles per hour is really a huge difference in the land of wind. So yesterday there was a lot of preparations on this lower branch here. You'll notice an absence of leaves. There's a lot of leaves actually on the ground, and because of the increase in wind projections, I'm going to try and reinforce those unions. I've done some of those, but I'll go back and do more of those today. And also yesterday, what I did was trim a lot of the tall growth off of this tree because it was very vulnerable. I thought it was young wood, and it could have just been torn off, and I thought it'd be better to have a clean cut than to go back and find where the branch tore and make a clean cut afterwards. There's just a lot of branches up there. It's a little bit I couldn't reach, but I have to find another tool to cut those. Otherwise, that tree is almost done. But this is the worry. The lychee tree, planted in 1955, and it wasn't a small tree in 55 from the pictures that I've seen. This tree, we were very fortunate in Wilma that we didn't have any branches blow onto the roof. And we tried to have this tree trimmed earlier, just like a month ago. Tree service was busy, and of course, right now, a few days before hurricane comes, they're really busy. So we'll have to try and figure out how to reduce the risk with that tree. Now, with every hurricane, there's always public service announcements saying, do not trim your trees before a hurricane. And their warning is that the trimmed branches can become projectiles. And basically, I've never seen this happen. Sometimes wind will scoot a branch along the ground, but I have never seen it actually pick it up and throw it into a building. What happens usually are the weak branches from a tree will be torn off and be thrown into the building. Now, what I recommend is, if you are trimming your trees, put your branches in a pile and put the heaviest branches on top, like trunks, just plain sections of trunk or big branches on top of the pile. And as long as you have a curved shape to the pile, the highest point being in the middle, and then just tapered off, most of the time the wind will just pass right over that. So anyway, that's our plan for the day. We'll see how much we get through. So this is our project tree. Originally Valencia Pride, and converting it to ice cream. All these young grafts I really want to protect from the hurricane. So I am going to use some poly tape, and also I'm going to do a little experiment, and some of them I'll put bands on, and some I will use this paraffin tape. So let's get going on that. Graft here. You can see, the rubber band is doing, or the rubber strip, I guess, is doing what it's supposed to. It degrades in the sunlight, and of course we want it to be strong right now. So I'll wrap this around and see if hopefully that will be enough to protect this from the storm. paraffin tape. And of course, while I'm here, I can cut back these leaves here. This one, you can tell it's already separated. That was the first round, and this is the second. We grafted a little bit lower on this branch here, and so this is doing nicely. But again, I'm going to reinforce every one of these unions on the tree. And of course, gotta cut back the ability to move the branch, and also reduce the chance that this whole thing would get ripped off. Leaves will grow back, but grafts won't grow back. You gotta do them again. Step one on trimming the lychee tree is to move all the plants from underneath it. And all these plants have gotten used to being in shade. So I have one area of shade that I can move them to, which is just across the driveway. So here we go.